Welcome back to the news media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, shocking details are now emerging behind the health of ODM party leader Dr. Oburu Odinga after he misses some key special political event within the ODM party across the country of Kenya. And before we proceed with this shocking news, please ensure that you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically show us your support on what I'm doing on this platform. So please, as you watch, consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that support of the like. Now, let me read for you what Dr. Owiti Owayo have tweeted on his Facebook page. 4 top ODM politicians fly to Dubai aboard a private jet. What's happening? Is Oburu Odinga in this country of Kenya or outside the country? What did these 4 top ODM politicians go to do in Dubai? There must be something fishy within the ODM party. There is something that you are not being told behind Oburu Odinga missing some key event within the ODM party. Besides that one, some Kenyans are saying that Oburu Odinga have been hospitalized in Nairobi hospital.
Wakenya wenzangu, tafadhali tumuombe nataka power. Nikisema nataka power na maanisha Oburu Odinga. Huyo jamaa ako Nairobi hospital. Na vile mnajua hata siasa mnaonanga venye anapiga. Mzee anakuanga ni kama ana nguvu lakini watu wanamsukuma mbio. Muombe apate nafuu, arudi salama. Siko mnanipata hapa. Nataka power.
Huwezi kuwa bila power. Mumesikia hiyo maneno ama bado haijafika huko kwenu? Imefika? Power. Na mbona hamsemi?
My eyes are feeling me. So I will
We are not going to allow people to pull us backwards. Those who want to pull us backwards, we tell them, oh, no. Those who want to pull us backwards, we tell them what? No. Things will not fall apart.
Wakenya tunataka kujua Oburu Odinga ako wapi? Oburu Odinga, Wakenya tunataka kujua Oburu Odinga ako wapi? Oburu Odinga ni party leader wa ODM. Oburu Odinga ni senator wa Siaya County. Oburu Odinga is a prominent person in Kenya. Is a public figure. Oburu Odinga ni mali ya umma. Yeye ni mali ya umma. Is a public property. Oburu Odinga ni ndugu ya Raila Amolo Odinga. Oburu Odinga ako wapi? Ako wapi? Familia mtuambie, mjitokeze mtuambie kama Oburu Odinga ako afya mzuri na ameenda kutembea Dubai, mtuambie. Hiyo tu ndio tunataka kujua. Kama ni mgonjwa ako hospitalini, ako hali gani, mtuambie. It is not a matter of secret. Oburu Odinga is a public property, and as Kenyans we want to know where we are. Kwa sababu tunauliza maswali from experience. Wakati Raila alipotea, tulianza tu kuuliza Raila ako wapi. Tunaambiwa Raila ako holiday, sijui Raila ako Dubai. Raila vile nimesikia mtu akisema hapa Raila ako holiday, Oburu ako holiday. Hivyo ndio walikuwa wanatuambia kuhusu Raila. Raila ako holiday, Raila ako holiday, Raila ako holiday, Raila anapumzika. Baadaye tukaja tukaambiwa Raila hayuko, ametuacha. Tunataka kujua Oburu Odinga ako wapi. We want to know where Oburu Odinga is. Oburu Odinga mahali huko, jitokeze. Jitokeze, uinua mkono hivi tukuone. Piga tu hata picha tukuone. Because wewe ni party leader wa ODM. Sisi tunajua tumesazana kidogo kwa ODM, but you are the ODM leader. Tunataka kujua mahali huko Oburu Odinga.
As we speak right now. So we don't know what is happening. And you know that this is how it started with the late ODM party leader Raila Amolo Odinga. Alianza tu hivi kumiss events za ODM party, baadaye wako postpone ODM celebration at 20th anniversary yenye ilifanyika Mombasa. After that one, Baba was flied to Dubai. Was it Dubai or where? Penye alikuwa na ameenda kutibiwa. But tuliambiwa aje ati Raila Amolo Odinga alienda kupumzika. Kumbe Baba was sick, but you are not being told. So right now, there is something that is happening within the ODM party leader Oburu Odinga, but we are not being told. where is Oburu Odinga? That is a question that Luos want to know, that Kenyans want to know as we speak right now. Let's put politics aside. Tuatena mambo ya siasa. We want to know, where is Oburu Odinga? Is Oburu Odinga alive? Or is Oburu Odinga hospitalized? We want to know, where is Oburu Odinga? We don't want to know anything. Tunataka tu kujua Oburu ako wapi. Then this is the high time for ODM leaders within the Linda ground to also tell Oburu Odinga the truth. To stop overworking Oburu Odinga. Oburu Odinga should retire right now from politics. This is not the time for ODM leaders within the Linda ground to continue overworking Oburu Odinga. Mara ende Migori, mara ende Mombasa, mara Kisumu, mara Western region, mara wapi. You want to kill Oburu Odinga with the politics. Why are you overworking Oburu Odinga? We want to know, where is Oburu Odinga. We just want to know the clarification. Tuache maneno ya siasa right now. So let us pray for ODM party leader Dr. Oburu Odinga, because what is happening is seriously scaring us as Luo people. Hey, hii maneno ya rumors. Rumors always speak for itself. And rumors always come true. After all, never ignore rumors. When Moi died or when Kibaki died, what happened? Si tulikuwa tunadanganywa ati hajakufa, stop speculating rumors, mara nini. Later on, see, we were told that Kibaki is normal. Or Daniel Torotich Arap Moi is normal. So please, we want to know, where is Oburu Odinga. Besides that one also, tears have now stormed Homa Bay County. The supporters of Homa Bay County Governor Gladys Wanga are now crying after Gladys Wanga said that he is battling with cancer.
This is a sad story. Governor Gladys Wanga now says that she has cancer.
I mean, I just saw people crying everywhere. All my family members, they were walking on the corridors, they were all crying. But I wasn't crying. Because Senator Beth Mugo told me one thing only. And it is the same thing I told everybody. That it is your mind that is going to kill you. It is not the cancer. And what I said is, all I'm going to do is just thank God that, what if that time I was in Parliament, I had just been elected. And I said, let me thank God, because what if I did not have the opportunity to get treatment in the same way that I have as a member of Parliament?
So right now, within the ODM party, two leaders are battling with cancer. Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga and the Governor of Kisumu County, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o. They are seriously battling with cancer. So let us pray for them. We don't want to witness another death. Tuache maneno ya siasa and pray for these leaders. We don't want to witness something so critical again. Even tomorrow, there will be a fundraiser in Siaya County, Ugenya constituency. And if I look at this list, there is no ODM party leader Oburu Odinga. Ukiangalia hapa, wapo wameweka the CS of Ministry, Kipchumba Murkomen, the CS of Interior, atakuwepo, PS Raymond Omolo, John Mbadi, Oscar Sudi, watakuwa huko kesho 29th. But Oburu Odinga hayuko yet, ndio the senator of Siaya County. Where is him? There is something that is not adding up. Please, watu wa ODM, mwache kuweka Oburu Odinga na pressure. Stop comparing Oburu Odinga with Edwin Sifuna. You are making Oburu Odinga we are overworking Oburu Odinga because of the pressure from Linda Mwananchi. Have Sifuna gone with ODM people from Western? Stop comparing Oburu Odinga with Edwin Sifuna.
For years now, ODM has been one of the most influential political forces in Western Kenya, helping shape the region's political choices and its bargain with successive governments. But as the 2027 election approaches, that relationship is under pressure. New leaders are emerging, old alliances are shifting, and the government is making a fresh push for Western support. NTV's Western Region reporter Julius Juma looks into what role will ODM play in Western Kenya in 2027. And can the Orange Party rebuild its political relevance in a region increasingly demanding a greater share of power, in addition to the fact that some Kenyans are shifting their choices to issue-based more than regional and ethnic alignments? Take a look.
ODM! A mammoth crowd laying an orange carpet of people above the impossible to see ground.
Tunataka tuwaonyeshe kivumbi.
The muscle flexed and showing the force to reckon that the Orange Democratic Movement Party has been in Western Kenya for years. It built a formidable base in the region, riding on opposition politics and the influence of leaders such as the late Raila Odinga and many allies from the region, such as Cabinet Minister and ex-ODM Deputy Party Leader, who has also served as the first governor of Kakamega County, Wycliffe Oparanya. But as the 2027 election draws closer, that relationship is being tested, tried, but the T on the scale is triumphed. The question is no longer simply whether ODM has its once significant support base in Western Kenya. It is whether the party can still speak for a region whose political expectations are changing.
Oparanya has been the darling of the people of Kakamega and Western. But because of the current political stand that he is now taking, you realize that his percentage is diminishing at a very fast rate.
Oparanya remains one of ODM's most influential figures in the region, but his political alignment has complicated the party's position and popularity. While sections of ODM continue to see him as a potential bridge to Western Kenya, others argue that the party has lost touch with the interests that once made it popular in the region.
ODM was vibrant in the good days because we knew that ODM stood for human rights.
That nostalgia for the old ODM is now competing with a new political reality. Western Kenya is increasingly being courted by the government, UDA, while new political actors are also attempting to build their own regional bases. For instance, the Linda Mwananchi outfit, which is primarily a break-off of ODM and which is having a wave that is shaking the status quo.
According to the current ODM, no longer the interest of the person who is riding on a border. That's why in Western Province, from where I come from, ODM has died.
But the claim that ODM has died in Western Kenya is a political argument, not a proven electoral fact. The party still has established networks and leaders in the region. The bigger challenge is whether those networks can be converted into political influence and votes ahead of 2027, and part of that challenge is generational. A new crop of Western leaders is openly questioning the dominance of the old political establishment.
It's not easy for them to give us the blessings. We have to take over. So we are planned as a generation actually to take over this power. And it's painful to take over our power from them. So they will struggle.
That generational shift could have consequences for ODM. The party's traditional political networks were built around established figures and long-standing alliances. But younger politicians are increasingly looking beyond those structures and demanding their own space in deciding who speaks for Western Kenya.
Ile force ambayo inakuja sasa inaweza ikaleta mageuzi. Sasa tunaangalia upande wa Western, wanaangalia siku zijazo, na kuna uwezekano usishangae ukipata Western watapiga katika kapu moja, kwa sababu sasa wako na kijana ambaye anawapigania, amesimama na alitembea na yule ambaye alikuwa mfalme wao awali.
At the center of that debate is a question of representation. Who is speaking to Western voters on behalf of ODM, and what exactly is the party offering them?
So they are now dangling that dice of deputy presidency to Oparanya, in the hope that if that happens, or they succeed to convince the lawyers of the Pop Western, then they'll drift back into ODM. But you see, the damage has already been done. The people of Western feel that ODM is not their party. It is not their party because it has refused to speak to them.
That perceived vacuum has created space for other political formations. The Kenya Kwanza administration is actively courting Western Kenya, with leaders arguing that supporting President William Ruto in 2027 could give the region a stronger route to the helm of government, including the presidential ticket in 2032.
Western region ikiwa azimio ya kutoa rais wa sita wa Jamhuri ya Kenya 2032 itaweza kutimizwa, lazima tuanze kufanya kazi kwa pamoja, tushirikiane, tuwe na umoja, kwa sababu wazee wanasema umoja ni nguvu.
For ODM, the 2027 support into 2032 positioning formula presents a difficult proposition. The party is not only competing for votes, but it is also competing against the promise of proximity to power. And that could be the most important test of its relevance in Western Kenya.
Tukawa na msukosuko asua kwa chama chetu cha ODM. Wengine wakasema sasa sisi Waluhya tumetengwa, wabunge wengi wakakuja kwa ofisi yangu wakasema Oparanya, unda chama, tuungane hapo tuwe na chama chetu. Lakini nimeangalia, kwa sababu wale wameunda vyama katika jamii yetu wamefika wapi?
But Western Kenya itself is not politically uniform. Different communities, counties, and leaders have historically backed different presidential camps. But amid the shifting dynamics of voting on community lines and regional blocks is a very critical matter: the growing might of issue-based choices, where voters may choose to support candidates not because of their ethnicity or place of origin, but on the content of their agenda.
The organic chemistry, as I've moved around these people, I've realized that you cannot see a Maragoli, you cannot hear Bukusu, you cannot hear Tachoni, you cannot hear Mtoto, you cannot hear Amarach, you can only hear Luhya.
Further, for ODM, there are things that were known to be at the core of its identity, but through the broad-based government arrangement, some have been seen to have been eroded or captured, such as the fight for human rights.
So sahi kuambia jenzi mambo ODM itakuwa ni ngumu tena. Mambo ya nini iliisha, mambo ya chama, kuangalia chama, mimi chenye najua sahi watu watakuwa na mix. Viti ya kutoka juu mpaka chini vile tulikuwa kitambo tukiambiwa sahi sidhani.
Hata juzi tumehost hapa youth convention. Youth convention was an idea of young people that tunakaa chini kama vijana, tunaongea na viongozi wetu, ndio tunapata suluhisho kwa vitu kama unemployment. Sisi
tunaifightia, but wale watu wanafaidika sana ni hao wakubwa hao like my MCS, my MPs, watu wakubwa hao ndio wanafaidika, but sisi kama majensi tunaumia huku nyuma.
ODM's challenge, therefore, is not simply to revive the party. It is to persuade voters that the party can once again provide a credible platform through which Western Kenya can negotiate for power, both for those who may vote on regional and ethnic lines and those who will choose their support based on issues over everything else. For ODM, the road to 2027 in Western Kenya is not about...
Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like for more updates daily. So let us continue praying for those three leaders: the governor of Kisumu County, Anyang' Nyong'o, the governor of Homa Bay County, Gladys Wanga, alongside the senator of Siaya County, Oburu Odinga, who is the ODM party leader right now after the death of the late ODM party leader Raila Amolo Odinga. Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Bye bye.